wild pack. Good morning. It's Monday. Get up, get up, get up. Rise and shine. I have no idea why I'm singing the A-Team song. I don't know. Why the A-Team? Maybe we've got missions to accomplish today. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. And then the whole room explodes. Whoop, whoop. Mary Murph, Teapot, Valerie, Amy, Jackie, Natasha E, CC. What's with the E's? What do you guys try to be my cats? All my cats' names have E's, after some kind of E iteration at the end. But everybody that wants to come live with me can. I can't cook for you, but I'll do, I don't know. I'll flip a card for you every morning. Good morning. Good morning. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So, gonna jump right into it this morning. Got a lot to cover, because today is Zodiac Tarot Reading Day. Zodiac Tarot Readings live and in person. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Keith. Lillian, Marcia. All right, let me, you'd think as much as I've worked with Zodiac signs over the years, I would know these puppies in order, but I don't. I don't know what my mental block is with that. Hey, how is everybody? How is everybody surviving the Lionsgate portal opening? How's everybody doing with that? What is the energy pumping y'all up? Because I will pump you up. Is everybody? Yes? Lionsgate portal. You'd love to be a cat? Because a cat can be a cat who knows where it's at. Oh, that's from the Aristocats. That's, Jackie, I'm a mess. Girl, I'm a mess. That's every day. The Lionsgate portal, you know, it just had to be, I don't even know. It was not catnip. I'll tell you that, man. See that? Y'all, I forgot to make tea yesterday. This is my one little glass of cold tea until I can chill some more. Amy Pittman, you know what that means? It's Frappuccino time! Frappuccino! Lionsgate was potent. Potent. Exhausted, I know. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. For real. Y'all, I am for real. See, I'm so tired. And I can't blame the snoring on my dog this time. Anyway, Fraps! Hey, we got to try the Fraps at McDonald's, Amy. No joke. Hey, you guys, in case anyone didn't know, like apparently I'm the last person to know, McDonald's carries iced Frappuccinos. Who knew? I don't know that there's any other kind of Frappuccino, but who knew? McDonald's. So we're going to try it. Lisa Mountain. Okay, so I got the Zodiac signs pulled up. This is your Zodiac signs reading. You know, somebody asked me, actually I've had a couple of people ask me in the last couple of months, why I do so many readings. Why don't I just do a weekly reading? Why don't I just do a daily reading? Why you got to talk about Zodiac signs? Y'all, here's why. Because not one reading fits all people. And what that means is you can have a monthly reading and for your Zodiac sign. And vacation was intense. Thank you for asking, Lillian. It was super intense. And Mocha is amazing. Mocha is life, can I just tell you. Although I have been successfully making iced coffee at my house, successfully. And what I learned to do, I don't even know why I tried this, because I used to bartend many years ago, so I'm actually a really good bartender. I just really suck as a cook, because I don't really like it, but I really love to order out, and I really love to make reservations, and I'm very good at that too. So I would say I'm quite the expert, as a matter of fact. So I was like, well, I don't want all that sugar from the mocha syrup that you can buy, and it's got corn syrup, and I'm like, I've become literally allergic to corn syrup ever since I had my autoimmune drama flare up and, you know, invade me in 2019. So I thought, ooh, I drink these really good quality protein shakes, Muscle Milk, and I was like, what if I put the chocolate one in there, because they're really creamy and luscious. Y'all, if y'all are trying to cut out the sugar and you love mocha fraps, I made French press coffee, which I can do, and then I put a few shots of my Muscle Milk in it, and then just a little bit of organic half and half, and chilled it in my freezer, so I didn't have to grind up the ice and do all that drama, just so I could have iced coffee. It tasted just like Starbucks. It's delicious. So there you go. Okay, Keith, if you loved to cook, is that past tense? Keith Fletcher. I know. Coffee milkshakes, right, Mary? Okay. Oh, y'all, sorry. I need to do the housekeeping. So, let me just say, vacation was super intense. And I came back far more exhausted than when I left. And I think y'all could probably tell right about the week that I left for vacation, I was like, my boat was listing to the side. I needed a break badly. And I'm not really good at taking them. As a matter of fact, I kind of SUCK at that. But I was on like thousands of acres of farmland, and I all through that area is Indian reservation. Well, not reservation, but the original, Indian trails and the buffalo wallows and all of that. And while I have been a few places in my life where the hype about the place went way past, like the experience of the hype of the place went way past the hype. So like, if you're on Indian burial grounds, it'll do this. If you go to the scenes where the ugliest battles of the Civil War were, done, it'll feel like this, or you might see this, or it might do this. The most haunted places in America, because who doesn't love a good ghost hunt? I know I do. And I don't really call them a ghost hunt because I think that's disrespectful to ghosts, the incarnates. I like to call them meetings. I like to go and meet the people that hang out wherever they're hanging out. But a lot of times it's a big fat flop. It doesn't, but it may not be for me on that day. All I did was, it was almost like the whole week was a meditation into what I'm supposed to be doing, delivering to you all, doing for the animals, all that. It was insanity. So all that said, hey Tanya, hey Dawn, dude, you sent me, I can't find it. Dawn, please send me an email. You sent me either a message on the message boards or an email or something asking me questions about the book, and I can't find it. I'm so sorry, but I can't find it. Could you please resend your question to me, hal@wildpackwisdom.com, hal@wildpackwisdom.com. And also, one of the things that I pledged to the animal allies to do, because this crazy synchronicity about the white buffalo and on these thousands of acres of farmland, all the original buffalo hollows, wallers are still there, the whole 9 yards. It's insanity. I was told to do something that I just don't do. I'm not comfortable with it, but I was told, look, you got to do it. And that is, Ojo Caliente Mineral Springs. Ooh. Ojo Caliente Mineral. That's hot mineral springs. Hey, you guys, check it out. Thank you, Dawn. I really appreciate it. I want to check out those mineral springs, because I got to tell you something. If Homegirl doesn't get to Sedona by the end of this year, bad things are going to happen. I'm gonna be the love child of like Medusa, the Kraken, and the triple Scorpio that I am. I got to get to Sedona, so I'll check that out. Thanks for the tip. But here's the thing. I was told that I got to be honest, like super straight up honest with you guys, like the very depths of honest with you guys, of what I want to accomplish, so that you can help if you're inclined to. I for many, many years, I didn't do what other people did. I didn't, I didn't talk about donations or philanthropy or giving back or anything like that, because I was always taught you just do that stuff in quiet and you don't talk about it. And it always just kind of seemed to me that a lot of people kind of use that as their platform, or if they weren't a charity, right? Like, oh, look at me and look at what I do. I'm such a good person. You should like me because of this. And I don't like that. But the problem is, if I don't, it's why Jerry Lewis did the telethons for so many years. You can't get it if you don't ask for it. And the universe was like, well, of course you've been asking us, but hey, you know what? You've got a whole pack out there of people who love animals as much as you do. Dirt, tell them. So look, y'all, here's the story. Bottom line is, I just want to give as much back to the animal kingdom, and that includes humans as I can. And that means the more I can get the word out about the work I do, because nobody out there does the animal work that I do. Nobody anywhere in the world, unless they live under a rock or or they're not on the internet, or nobody I know, like if they do, I apologize, but nobody's doing this. My job, it was made so clear to me, that's it. It's not a job. It's not even a calling. It's a mission. I'm on a mission to help as many animals as possible. And the way that I do that is to get the wisdom of the animal kingdom out there and then raise money to be able to give to these animal charities that are out there saving animals. I can't go work at them all. I can't even work at one. My heart, I can't even, I'd have to be hospitalized. But it is, I think I know someone who is nice just because he wants to be seen as a nice. Hey, 707 Kuma, welcome. I've never seen your name. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of people like that in the metaphysical business, the new age business. You know, they want you to think they're all love and light. And they're like, you know, counting their ducats in the back of their, you know. Anyway, let me not get started on that. But that's it. I just at the end of, Rebecca, you haven't gotten your deck yet? Are you kidding me? Oh, I think I sent them out on Friday. I think they went out on Saturday, right? You wouldn't have gotten that. Actually, if you're talking about my face, for real. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany, the winningest person in history. Tiffany, you better play the lotto this week, girl, because you got some serious. Anyway, so here's the story, y'all. So I'm fixing to beg y'all right here and right now. Please share my videos. Please share information about the arc. Please share my websites, you know, especially whatismyspiritanimal.com. Please. Hey, Trisha Horton. Oh my gosh. First of all, how are you? Second of all, I almost PM'd you yesterday. You hit my mind so strongly yesterday, and I was like, where has she been? I haven't seen her on. So, holy guacamole. How are you? How are you? Ooh, girl, I hope you are great. Anyway, Trisha's my girl. She lives not very far from me. And anyway, so I'm asking for your help. Whenever the spirit moves you, if you could become an evangelist for the animals by sharing whatever of my work you feel is going to be valuable, I'm asking you to do that. And further, it was also told to me, just so y'all know, I'm going to keep doing the readings, but I was told that my channel, this channel, should just move very heavily into the teaching space the way I teach it, which is it's almost like a college class. It's almost, the way I teach is very, it's super experiential, but it's also super informational. And I use visual aids and all that kind of stuff. And not a lot of teachers, well, not actually, only one or two that I know of, teach like that, like almost a collegiate kind of level of teaching. So you're going to see a lot of teaching videos come out. A lot. And wish it were Friday. Tiffany, is that the only reason you tune into my channel, so you can win something? That hurts my feelings. Not really. All right, so there's that. Thank you so much to Teapot and Amy. Also, y'all, Joel got offered a job, a big job. He couldn't turn it down. So unfortunately, Joel will not be editing my stuff anymore. So if any of y'all out there are video editors and I don't know it, tell me in the chat or send me an email. And there we go. And so we are going to get started. You like it? You like it when I teach about an animal. Thank goodness. All right, cool. So yeah, I got to tell you guys something. It is, I know, congratulations to Joel. I'm so happy for him. I am so happy for him. And it ripped my heart out of my chest. So anyway, I really am happy for him. Y'all don't even know the genius that he is. To be honest, I don't even know how I got him to edit my stuff and do tech stuff for me for so long, because he is, I don't know, he's just next level. But anyway, so also the scammers have gotten worse, y'all. So, sorry 707. I did a longer intro today than I normally do, which tells me I need to stop yapping and get started, because I'm going to do a zodiac reading I'm going to do a reading for every zodiac sign. and we're going to start with Aries. And I'm going to rip through these, you guys. They're not going to go nearly as long as they are, but I do, holy cow. Hold on. Well, Aries, apparently you got the armadillo for today, because it flipped right up and out of my deck, just like an armadillo really will do. If you guys have never seen an armadillo jump, tuck, and roll, it's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. They do this little hop, bleak, and in midair they like tuck in, and then they flip and they go la 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 la, and then it roll. It's the cutest thing ever. They do it when they're playing. They do it when they're scared. They just do it because they're armadillos. But anyway, in the scammers in the comments, y'all, I'm never going to beg you to buy a reading from me. I'm never going to tell you nonsense like I'm drawn to you. Woo! Inbox me. I'll save that for Halloween. So anyway, Lionsgate portal, tons of energy. I know, for real. Okay. So Aries, here's what this is going to mean for you. So, you are the ram, right? And I always tell people when you're getting readings, and that's another reason why I offer so many different kinds of readings, is because the energy can be different moment to moment. It can be different day to day. But if you will always go back to to nature, to your natural self, and for you, Aries, it's the ram. Okay. So what does that have to do with armadillo? Well, armadillos, I mean, listen, their symbolism is pretty easy to get. They are called the little armored ones. That's in Spanish. That's what armadillo means, is little armored ones. Yeah, I think that's what it means. A little, yeah. And so armadillos can teach you about protection. They always carry their quote unquote their shell on their back. It's a little bit like turtle or tortoise, where it can be home is where the heart is, because they carry their home on their back. But hey, Lisa. And so I would say that for the Aries tarot reading this morning, and so when I do that, y'all, what I'm doing is I'm listening to the animals, and I'm asking Armadillo to step forward for me and go, what really do you want Aries to know? I keep being drawn to Aries, to your horns, and I feel like if you're an Aries, you not that you have been butting your head up against a brick wall, but you are supposed to butt your head through that brick wall and smash through the barriers. So if you're an Aries and this is making sense to you, I'd love to know in the chat. Let me tell you, you guys tell me what you think in the chat, because it is not often that the message comes for Aries. You're not pushing hard enough. You're not ramrodding hard enough. It very rarely comes, because Aries, who the heck needs that advice as an Aries, right? Like you all already do that. Your zodiac sign is already like that. It's part of your personality, your traits, your characteristics. But it is Tanya, you're an Aries? Why do I ask you every month what you are? For the life of me, I still think of you as a Scorpio. I don't know why I can't get your zodiac sign in my head, but why the armadillo comes in is I feel like, and this is odd too, it's pretty hard to underestimate an Aries. I mean, usually speaking, if they really are living in the full power of their zodiac sign, they're pretty dynamic people. Now, they may be introverts, but their power is undeniable. Anything they touch is done with passion and fire, and just, it's usually so on the money. So it's odd to have an Aries that is underestimated. And people can underestimate an armadillo. Okay, can they stand up against a lion? Yeah, maybe. Maybe if the lion's never seen one and they tuck up in that shell and they tuck up, if the lion graphic, I know, but true, we're talking about this metaphorically. If a lion chooses to grab a poor little armadillo, I gotta believe it could crunch through the shell, but I don't know that to be the case. I don't want to know. I kind of don't want to know, but I just feel like there's something with you, Aries, that are going on right now, that you're not standing fully in the seat of your own power, and you are being underestimated. Even if you don't know that, you are, and that is not serving your purpose. You have got to be front and center estimated. And before I forget, hey Kelly, good morning y'all, or good morning. And I'm sorry y'all, I got a swig out of this big old bottle. Amy brought me some good water. It is fortified with electrolytes. Woo! We gonna rock down to Electrolyte Avenue, and then we'll take a big old drink. So, timid, yeah, that could be the word for it, Tanya, for sure. So, pardon me, y'all, because I do still have another announcement. I don't know why. What's wrong with me this morning? The other thing is, let me just say this for everybody. Yeah, I'm on Aries. I felt this urge to wear all of my like Peruvian, Himalayan, the couple of pieces of jewelry that I most associate with it. Is something going on out there with y'all? Thank you, Lily. I'm glad you like my singing. I got told by I got a nasty gram from somebody a few weeks ago. I don't know. I guess there was a live or something. I was in, I don't know. I sang like a million tunes or whatever. And they were like, stop reliving your glory days. You just talked about that in a video. How dare you talk about that for other people? And there you are. Go back into show business if you, y'all. Okay. I was like, I sang them a song in my mind. They didn't get it. But here's the thing. Oh my God. You Shazammed Eddie Grant. That's fantastic, Axie. Okay. And I did miss you guys, by the way. Anyway, no, I'm not kidding. Y'all, let me tell you something. Just because, there may only be 100 or some people on this chat, but then hundreds of people go back and they watch these videos. Y'all can't even know the emails I get. But here's the thing. Thank you, Marcia. Dude, they're dumb. Savine. But here's the thing. I keep feeling like there's some big connection between a bunch of y'all, and Peru or the Himalayas. So are a bunch of y'all wanting to go to the Himalayas or to Peru or something? Cause I got an enormous hit of that. Just really an enormous hit of that. And so, yeah, I don't know what that's about, but let me go back to Aries and Armadillo. Okay. So if you look at the Arc, which is my deck that I read with, the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, the other thing is impenetrable defense. And that's what that shell means. And so what that means is if you've been being intimidated, timid, not feeling like you can stand in the seat of your own power. And this is for Aries. Okay. This is the Aries tarot reading for this week. August 9th. It's, yak butter. Okay. Yak butter. Who knew? I didn't know there was such a thing. Curious Riot or Aquarius artist. I don't know what that is. I got to look that up. Oh, okay. So yeah, all right. There are a few of you. I was thinking about going to a spiritual retreat. Naysayers. In Peru. Okay. There we go. That makes sense. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes really, really good sense. Okay. So let me tell you guys, for those of you that are like, for those of you that are considering something in Peru or the Himalayas, whatever it takes for you to do it, you must do it. That said, I was also told to give you a caution about time. You might have to wait a little longer than you might, but not too long. Like what you guys are talking about next year feels really good to me. And so, yeah, I would just tell y'all, Dawn, I'm in love with you, whoever you are. You're such an enigma. Who doesn't love a good enigma? Nobody knows who you are. And you come out with this most amazing stuff. Like, listen to this, y'all. Dawn says, between the eyes and the purpose exists an indestructible bridge. We alone decide how and if we allow a meeting. That's just so you know, Dawn, when you put things like that in the chat or you email me or you're on the boards on the Mystic forums, the Wild Pack Wisdom forums, that's how I read your stuff. That's the voice in my head I use when I read your stuff. Just so you know. He is the best. Okay. Anyway, y'all carry your behinds to Peru, please, in the Himalayas. Go to Machu Picchu. Tell the llamas and the alpacas I said hello. Rattle a drum for me. Get a shamanic cleansing for me. You know what? And if you're into plant medicine, do some plant medicine for me. I don't do that. I'd die. But anyway, okay. So he is such a Yoda, right? So I know it. That's it, Dawn. You write jingles and you write movies, and I'll do the voiceovers, because in between insanity and love. Anyway. Okay, Aries, look, here's the bottom line. Get your stuff together, buck up, nut up, get some big brass ones, and plow your head right through that brick wall, because you have the protection of the animal kingdom behind you, and you have the protection of armadillo behind you, no joke. So take a look at that wall, you know, do your paw in like they do. Horses, cows, goats, they all, when they're getting ready to, they're fitting to hit it, they do that thing with their hooves. They do this every single time. They'll look like this at their goats, especially. They turn their eyes all the time. They very rarely stare something head on, but they'll turn their eyes like this. They'll lower that head just a bit, and that's when you know, as a child, run, Forrest, run. Not that I would know that. Not that I would know that from the 6-foot-tall billy goat that made my life a living hell for 10 years. But anyway, all right, there we go. All right, moving on. Taurus. This is the Taurus tarot reading for August 9th, 2021. Okay, seahorse. You know, it's always really interesting to me when water comes out for an earth sign. You know, water is such a mutable, kind of flowy, go with the flow, change is good. And Taurus is like, change? Run, Forrest, run! Except for they don't run, because they can't change enough to run out of the way. They just stand there and take it. And that is not a slam against Taurus. Let me tell you something. You want to have Taurus friends. Believe me when I tell you, they are some of the most solid, steady, unflappable, unwaveable, loyal. Oh my gosh, loyal and protective. That's the Taurus zodiac sign. They're no joke, y'all. But when I take a look at what seahorse means, you know, there's an elegance. There's really an elegance to seahorses that, again, they're kind of an enigma. They just have this quiet grace about them, but they're strong. Oh, that's it. Taurus. Hey, y'all. You Taurians out there, are y'all going through something where you feel like the world or your environment or things outside of yourself are like trying to put you in the middle of a tsunami, or like there's some kind of really big undercurrent in your emotions that's truly like in a hurricane under the sea, that kind of thing? You gotta, Jason, you're a Taurus, you're feeling that way? Yeah. So when so let me tell you guys how I do this. I get asked a lot of questions about my psychic process, my reading process, my tarot reading process. Okay. Oh, your North Node is in Taurus. Whew, girl. Okay. Oh, that's right, Teapot. I remember you're a Taurus. Have you? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Holy cow. Okay. So here's the thing. When I read for you guys, and I read for Taurus, I step into the energy of Taurus, the zodiac sign. Not this person, not that person, not whatever. Because we do move in soul groups. Whatever you're experiencing as a Taurus, chances are somebody in Italy. Why did I come up with Italy? Is somebody wanting to go to Italy, or is going to Italy, or has some kind of Italian connection, like that would have come up today or yesterday, like a serious Italian connection that came up yesterday or today? Not like I had spaghetti, not like I ate Chef Boyardee, not that I had ordered pizza from Domino's or Pizza Hut, but a for real Italian connection. Interesting. Even if you got a Mini Cooper from the Italian Job. Okay, the movie. Okay, so this is the thing. First of all, I'm being told that you're missing the little signs. Seahorse doesn't traditionally mean that. The meaning of spirit of seahorse as a spirit totem and animal, spirit totem and power animal, does not traditionally mean you're missing the smaller signs, but that's what was told to me this morning. And what that means is you're so focused on trying to hang on so hard, but you're being blown to bits, right? Like one of those car dealer or those wavy weirdo Gumby plastic guys that wave like this to get your attention. And so while we were eating pizza, we talked about the history of Italy. It was an amazing dinner chat. Was that last night, Raven? Yeah. I'm desperate to go to Italy. Okay, there you go. Keep wanting my sister to live there. And oh, I'm sorry, Jules. I'm sorry. Okay. So I know they do, Lily. They just make me laugh every time. Okay. So, all right, there you go. So Raven, this message is very, for anybody that's got the whole Italy thing on their mind. You don't even have to be a Taurus. This is for Taurus, but at the end of the day, you are being called to do whatever you want to do. Go to Italy, do something Italian. Please make sure you do that. It's very important to you, and you'll discover on the other side of it why. You'll discover on the other. Wait, hold on, Jules. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on a second. Jules, I'm back to you with your sister who passed. Jules, is there a large change that you want to make in your career, where you live? Not that you want to change the decor in your house, but where you live, what you do for a career, even in a relationship, or is there some big change that you're like, you want to make? You know that it makes you feel good to think about it. You know it would be the right decision, but you just are not. You're just not making it. Jules, does that make sense to you? Hit me. Oh, hold on. Hit me up in the chat, Jules, and let me know if that makes sense to you. Because I feel like you're being told to. I feel like you're being told you must make those changes, and even if they don't make a lot of sense to you now, once you get on the other side of it, you're going to be able to look back and go. Okay, there we go. Huge. Too much to describe. It's in progress. Okay, so Jules, here's the story. I got, just so you know, I got my start, and I still am an evidential psychic medium. And so when people talk about people that pass away, it's a Pavlovian thing. My mind instantly goes to like the deepest of the theta state, and I start to receive messages. So Jules, also, Jules, you'll know what this means. Either you had a significant injury or something wrong with one of your arms, or your sister did. There was something medically challenging about either one of your arms or one of your sister's arms. And that's how you'll know that this message is for sure for you. And one of you two, I'm drawn to the throat. I'm drawn down into the sternum and into the stomach. And I feel like, okay, your sister did. You guys, sorry. I know I will get to everyone's sign. I will stay over on this. I will get to everyone's sign. But I believe Jules' sister is coming through for her, and I will not let her, I will not turn her sister away. So I hope you guys will be okay. Okay, so your sister did. Okay, so so Jules, one more thing. I have to believe that pretty much most sisters have probably eaten ice cream cones or popsicles or something together at one time. But I'm being told that there's a connection, a really beautiful, deeply meaningful connection between you and your sister, and I want, it's something you're eating that you're holding. I perceive it as ice cream cones, but it could be anything. It could be something on a stick. I don't know why the word sausage on a stick just came to me. It could be a popsicle. I don't know, but there's, so like if somebody said, if I was in a reading and somebody said to me, and I don't even know what I would do if my sister passed. So Jules, and there's a family connection in my family and the name you have, Jules, just so you know. But if my sister had passed, ice cream and desserts were our thing. Okay, there you go. All right, that makes sense, Jules. Okay, then I don't need to explain it. You totally get it. Okay. And between you two, it's like when you all were together, everybody, it's like they had I don't know if, almost like you were twins, but not twins when it comes to your sense of humor. It's like you guys were the giggle girls. Like you just created merriment and happiness and wreaked havoc wherever you went. And because just when you all would get, we put tiny plastic animals. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ice cream cups. Okay, there you go. Oh, you had actual ice cream. Okay, that's okay. Now I know. Oh, well, that makes total sense. Okay, that makes total sense why she would come to me this morning. The animal connection, the ice cream connection. Okay, I get it. And so there's something about how when you guys got together, it was like Wonder Twin power, activate, form of laughter. You guys just absolutely giggled the shiitake mushrooms out of life. Meaning you just, your energy together was electrifying in all the best ways. And it still can be. It still can be. It is not cool. I mean, it is not fun. I'm sure it's deeply hurtful that she's not standing right in front of you, like where you can see her, but you still can see her. And you've been going through a time where you've forgotten how to laugh. Don't apologize, Jules. Don't apologize. Let me tell you something. If it was any one of the wild pack, I'd be on it for them too. But I will tell you that in the last year, you don't laugh so much. You don't tell jokes. You don't play jokes. You don't even see jokes. You don't even, and I keep hearing jokes. So I don't know if y'all were pranksters or you loved comedy or both or whatever, but things that have happened that you are like, God, and they're irritating you, they're actually being sent to you from your sister so that you'll laugh. So like, I'm trying to think of an example. Oh, so I adopted these two cats, right? Tanya Poss, Amy Pittman. So I adopted these two cats, and one of them is like having an infant, a human infant, or a monkey. This cat follows me around the house like a dog. This cat is always putting its paws up, and wants to be held. Maybe he'll come here. Barney, kitty, kitty. Anyway, he's looking out my front window right now, but there you go. Okay, that's why I kept hearing the jokes. Okay, right. You got to get your sense of humor back, honey. You haven't lost it. You just put it away. Let me tell you something. A sense of humor cannot be lost. It cannot be broken. It cannot. It will always live inside of all of us. You just have to allow yourself to laugh again. Let me go back to the cat because this is relevant. This cat wants to be held 24/7, and he puts his legs and his paws up here and rests his head on my cheek. It's like having an infant or a monkey, because small monkeys always want to be held. They always want to be in your arms, especially if you get them when they're young. I could let that irk me as much as I love animals. Everybody's got boundaries. But it makes me laugh. The more I get to know this cat, the more it makes me laugh. And that's what I'm being told, is that she's been playing jokes on you, and you're not seeing them for what they are. And the other thing that she's saying is like, hey, you bonehead. Yeah, that was me. you're still in such, if I may, Jules, if I may, you are still in such grief that you're not believing that she's been coming to you. And she has been, but you it's almost like you haven't once gone, that was a visitation, she came to see me. Because it's too much. It's too much. Like if you, it's like, if you acknowledge that she's come to see you, you'll have to acknowledge she's not here anymore. And you're not ready to do that. And she gets that. But she's going to keep trying, because she was the one who always grabbed you up by the back of your shirt and said, let's go. Whenever you were down, whenever you didn't believe in yourself, because you have a history of not believing in yourself. Is this correct, Jules? Jules, you've had a real challenge with self-confidence, but she used to jerk you up and go, let's go. You can do this. You are worthy. You are this. You are that. And you can do all of this with her. She's even saying, it's not that she can, she was bossy too. She was bossy. She said, don't tell her she can do this without me, because she's not without me. Tell her she can do this with me. We're still going to do everything together. We're going to do everything together like we always promised each other we would do. So you all made a pledge that you would do things together always. I don't know if you had if you're going to have kids together, have a business together, live near each other. I don't know, but you're still doing that. It's just, I would say you can't reach out and touch her, but that's patently untrue. I have had spirit touch me, and I have touched spirit on a number of occasions. Hold on, y'all. There's something about, right, always together forever, right, and you still are. Don't mistake that, Jules. You still are. Now, here's the thing. I always ask Spirit to please don't give me obvious things like tell them I love them, tell them I'm proud of them, roses, things that are like, you know, what everybody's going to say, every reader's going to say, everybody's going to want to hear from their loved ones. But you all had a thing. You all had a thing about saying / showing I love you. It was a pact. It was, hold on, I'm asking for the words. It was a, Jules, I'm feeling like you guys went through a tragedy together and you have a trauma bond. I don't know if you know what a trauma bond is, but I feel like you all went through a tragedy together, and I'm going to say it again, and you have a trauma bond. And because of that trauma bond, there's something about saying or showing I love you that is, no matter how you said it, you meant it. If you said it 50 times a day, you meant it from the depths of your soul. Does this make sense to you, Jules? Oh, Lordy. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up while Jules replies. Also, Jules. Okay, there we go. All right. That makes sense, Jules. Okay, so she's wrapping up, and what she's saying is, I'm being shown a thing going around and around and around. It looks to me like a carousel. I'm tilting my head because the image is now standing upright. It could have been a Ferris wheel, maybe, or it could have been one of those rocket launcher pads that they have in schoolyards, the kind that are just bare metal with the bars, and you spin them and spin them and spin them, and they launch every little kid known to man just off of them, just launch them to the moon. There's some kind of joke about spinning wheel, got to go round, and that song, let your spinning wheel spin. What goes up must come down. I am hearing that song so loud in my head. So I don't know what that means for you, but that song, even if it's not the song itself, the lyrics of the song are what she is truly saying, I love you, and she'll see you later today. And because she always used to say, I'll see you at this time, I'll see you at this time, I'll be back here. It was really important that she always knew that verbally you had to know that verbally you always had to be reassured she would come back. You may not have understood it that way, or consciously it might not have been for you at the time, but we played on those every day. Yeah, think of the song, Jules. Oh, you played on okay, got you. The spinny wheel things. Okay. But take a look at the lyrics of the song, and just, it may not be for you today. You may actually hear that song later, because she said, I'll see you later today. So don't fall over if you hear that song later today, or really within the next few days or whatever. But take a look at the lyrics. Okay. Okay, sorry, one more thing, and then she's like, okay, just one more thing, and then I'm out. I keep hearing something about bacon. There's some kind of joke or something about bacon with you guys, and I don't think it's that bacon for the dogs. I literally am seeing long strips of bacon, and there's some kind of like thing between you two about bacon. I don't know. Okay. Man, Jules, I hope that was helpful. Wild Pack, every time I think I can't love y'all more, I do. Thank you for being so gracious to wait. And here he is. While Jules' sister came through. And yeah. Okay. So it was hard for her to get a marriage. Oh, she lived in Italy? Oh, gotcha. Okay, see, I'd forgotten that already. Hi, Barney. Imagine that. You want to be held. Look at that. Okay. All right, you guys, give me 2 seconds. Let me take a swig of water. God, Jules, I hope that was helpful. She always looked for it, the bacon thing. Okay. Now let me get back to Taurus. Barney, don't drink my iced tea, please. That's not for kitties. I know, Barney. And Barney's like a dog. He wants to eat and drink everything I can. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I just have to you guys. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I have got to look up the lyrics to that song. Barney, oh my God, what's up with the interruptions today? This is nuts. Okay, sorry y'all. I gotta look up the lyrics to that song. Give me some latitude. What goes up must come down. Lyrics. Okay. It was recorded by Tyrone Davis in the album It's All in the Game. See, something about me lights up when I read that album name. It's All in the Game. Something about that is meaningful for you. It's all in the game. I don't know what that means to you, Jules. All right, hold on, Jules. Blood, sweat, and tears. Oh, it was, yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to talk about your trouble. It's a crying sin. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel spin. Oh, here we go. Okay. Did you find a directing sign on the straight and narrow highway? Would you mind a reflecting sign? Let it shine with your mind and show the colors are real. Someone is waiting just for you, spinning wheels spinning through. Drop all your troubles by the riverside. Catch a painted pony on the spinning wheel ride. There you go, honey. There's the lyrics just for you. All right, now I get it, but it has to be meaningful for you, Jules. Okay, cool. All right. All right, wonderful. Okay, thank you all, Jules. I really hope that was helpful, honey. And don't apologize, please. No apology necessary. Fortunately, I am the king of my kingdom, and I get to make the decisions. So, all right, let me go back to Taurus and the seahorse. So, back to Taurus reading, and I'm going to rip through these, you guys. Thank you so much for the latitude. Okay, so Taurus, I'm going to go back to you, which is something is blowing you around like one of those air guys, right? And it's not like you. It's just not like you. But you've got the change is coming. It'll be so much easier for you if you will please just try to go with the flow, because you will land on all 4 feet. You will. You will stay firmly rooted. It will be okay. All right. So moving on. My Barney. He either really loves me or he loves my makeup, my foundation, what little of it I use. I always feel like I want to be that YouTuber that gets all dolled up and everything, but I don't. Okay. I love you, Barney. I do. You've got to go. Move along. Thank you. Thank you, Barney. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting my head back in the game. Who am I with? I am with Gemini. Okay, there we go. Gemini. Wow. Y'all. The Empress the Cow card is for Geminis. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you, my lipstick. I'll show you what it is. Aren't we all, Lily, the one to walk in my life? I think Barney is it. Okay, Gemini. So Geminis are the big communicators of the zodiac signs, right? So Gemini, this is your Gemini tarot reading for Monday, August 9th for the week, 2021. And you all are the communicators for Lordy. I mean, wow. And because you can always see both sides, holy cow, like literally, holy cow. Okay, listen, y'all. Listen for those of you that are Gemini. You know, I tease Gemini a lot. I know a lot of Geminis. I was engaged to a Gemini. What was a triple Scorpio thinking? But you are like Libra. You are like Pisces. You guys vacillate back and forth and back and forth. And sometimes people want to slap you upside the head. And sometimes, as in this, for instance, well, really most of the time, it's like this. Your gift for being able to see both sides of an argument is what a gift. And what I'm being told is whatever this is that you want, oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, listen, I've got to believe at this point, everybody on this channel has at least seen a cow milked, and you milk with both of your hands, both sides of the udder, right? Okay. It's much easier than you might think. And way better than those stupid machines. Don't let me get started on that. But I literally am seeing Gemini, whatever you want to plant in your garden to grow into abundance, this is a major time that you've got to lean into your Gemini energy and milk with both hands. because it's going to take you seeing both sides of the situation to be able to find the middle road to do what you want to do. And if you will do that, if you don't force yourself to make a decision one way or the other, or you don't let other people go, God, can't you ever make a decision? Don't do that. This is the time where knowing both sides are going to be able to get you way past where you even thought you wanted to go. Like, you can't even dream about this because maybe you don't even know all the possibilities. So there's some like big stuff going on, big stuff going on for Gemini. And when my scalp starts to scratch, or it starts to itch, like right up here in my crown chakra, it's always a call for, well, first of all, it messes up my hair. And then nextly, it's always a call for the person that I'm reading for, which in this case is Gemini. It's always a call that they're not paying enough attention to their own spidey senses. You're not being natural. And what that means is, while I was on vacation, you know, I shared with you guys on Friday, those of you that were here Friday, I was really called to move into the healing space. Oh my God. But okay, I got to do it. I was told. Okay. I was a Girl Scout. So my job is to teach people that if you look at being psychic or being a medium or intuitive or clairvoyant, I don't know, it's got like 5 million names, right? 5 million labels. Okay. If you're taught that's a gift, more power to you. But it's a gift by pure virtue of being alive on this earth, in this 3D reality. You didn't get selected to be psychic, medium, clairvoyant person. Every living thing is. And if you consider that a gift of being human, cool. If you consider it a gift, I am not the channel for you. And I would really hope to change your mind on that, to get you to see a different perspective, because that ego, that's going to get in the way of your readings every dang time. That said, being psychic, being a medium, being clairvoyant, intuitive, or whatever, it is who you are naturally. So when people are not listening to what's coming in through their crown chakra, I'm like, oh, you're trying to stop who you really are. Why would you do that? Right? I got told over vacation, the reason I don't have another boyfriend or husband or whatever, is because I'm intimidating. Okay. I'm scary. Okay. I'm gonna have a mint. Okay. Well, I don't ever look at people and go, I don't want to be with you because you're weak. That's one person's intimidating and one person's weak is not the next thing, right? I go into that story because if you will just know that you know that you know that you are hardwired psychically, intuitively, then you don't have to question it. It's just who you are. There are other components of you that you know this is just who you are, and you don't question them. So, Gemini, that's for you. Get with the program and hear all that stuff that's coming in for you, because this card rarely shows up for people. Rarely. The Empress is a no joke tarot card. It is, the Empress could pick, which is why cow is the spirit totem and power animal of the Empress, because she is life-giving and life-affirming and provides us with abundance of all kinds. An Empress in the traditional tarot card meanings in the Rider Waite Smith tarot, which is what my Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck is based on, if an Empress picks up something, she can pick up a grain of sand, poof, you've got an exquisite orchid garden, right? It's nuts. Okay, there we go. All right, is Dawn just spewing more wisdom here? Dawn, you're gonna have to go on my payroll, ma'am. Now, Dawn, as a Gemini, Sometimes you need to cast off one or both understandings of the same subject. Ego? Yes, the rock within the rock. Definitely something to ponder on. I don't do a very good Yoda, but that's my Yoda. That's just for you, Dawn. Dawn, please send me your address and your size, and I will send you a Yoda robe and the ears to go with it. I swear to Swanee, I will. Okay, moving on. Cancer, you've got the sloth. All right, Cancers, what's going on with you all out there? Come on now. Four of Swords. What's going on with you all? Are you guys just moving through it too? Are you moving through it too fast? Are you moving through it what? Hey, what did I miss? Lisa Snyder said, so cool, Jules. What did I miss? Okay, so here we go. Dawn, I'm not making fun of you, man. Or girl. I don't know who you are, but or non-binary or binary. I don't know. I'm not making fun of you. I'm telling you, you're no joke with this stuff. And it's fantastic. Okay, so whatever y'all got going on out there, Cancer, you know, Cancers are usually pretty quiet people. I have found them to be. And I have always found that they always take time for quiet reflection. They pull back in that shell and they look to see if it's safe to come out, right? And sometimes they'll look for years. Sometimes they never come out. And, you know, they're a water sign. Okay, so here's what I'm being shown. So in the card, Four of Swords, in the traditional Rider Waite Tarot, the Four of Swords is the guy resting, you know, like this. In the church, the swords are coming down, piercing him at different points in his chakras. And it's about rest and meditation and rejuvenation. And I am getting that for you, Cancers, for your zodiac sign. But my body wants to lean like the sloth is in this picture, and it usually doesn't. I mean, like maybe 3 or 4 times before, maybe in the last few years. I'm being told that it's almost that you've got to take the position of the Hanged Man. Oh, this isn't, Cancers. This is not so you see things from a different perspective. This is so you'll look up, look up, look up. Let me tell you why. Which is why you tune into my channel. What am I saying? Oh my God. Oh, mediumship. You gotta love it. It fries your mind for a little while. Okay, I'm back. All right, my hair is not back, but the rest of me is back. Okay. So, I always say in movies, well, let's see who doesn't look up this time and gets eaten by the alien or shot in the head, or, you know, somebody jumps on top of their head, wrestles them to the ground, that kind of thing. Because people, if they don't look up, they'll look down, they'll look all around. But they rarely look up. The other thing I find that people do is we're so into our phones and computers these days. So many of us have forgotten just to throw our head back during a day and expose our heart chakra and our throat chakra to the sun, to Father Sky, to ask for downloads to come through here. When I am really, really angry, doesn't happen a lot anymore, right? I had terrible rage issues as a triple Scorpio as a kid. I ran amok. That's many years ago. But there are some times that I get 75 kinds of riled up. I always walk outside if I can, or find the most light in my house, and I tilt my head like that, and I just pull back and I let all the light come into here to help me get the darkness out before I open up a can of whip ass on somebody, because nobody likes that. It's not pretty. It is not attractive. It is not sexy. Okay. So I'm being told that for those of you that are Cancers or have any Cancer or zodiac, you know, as a zodiac sign very specifically in a significant place in your chart, This is your time for rest and rejuvenation, like the Four of Swords says, but it is specifically so you can look up and let all of the light come in through here, and it would do you however you can make it happen. You've got to do some things this month in particular, like immediately, if not sooner, where you can see the stars. You can lay out at night. Like here in Gainesville, we have an observatory that at our local college, one of the local colleges, Santa Fe, and you can go in, and they've got this crazy telescope where you can like see out in space and this and that. It's amazing. Or like if you live in the city, there's so much light noise in the city, it makes it almost impossible. Like even if you have to like pull it up online, darken everything in the room, everything except for your computer or your phone or your laptop or whatever, and focus, like find one of those channels that they do a 24-hour cam about space and stars. There's something about stars and starlight energy, maybe even star people, that's really important to Cancer now. Okay, there we go. All right. Ooh, a camping retreat. I love it. Okay. All right, moving on. What time is it? Holy cow. All right, I got to rip through these, y'all. But I will stay after if you want to. Cool. Teapot, please don't feel that you have to stay. Please don't feel that you have to stay. If you want to, that's cool, but if not, I totally have this. Okay, Squirrel, the Ace of Wands is here for Leo. That's okay. So Leo's with the Lionsgate portal opening. I can't even imagine how intense it is for you all right now. But when the squirrel comes out as the Ace of Wands, you know, the squirrel as a spirit totem, power animal, the way squirrel is coming for you all today, it's about the brightness and the lightness and the happiness, just watching them scamper around, do their thing, just being squirrels. And there's something about the chatter. So Leo, you're being asked to communicate more in whatever way you want to communicate. And I feel like you Leos out there that are part of the wild pack are going through a thing right now where maybe you haven't been recognized or gotten an even exchange for your value. And that time is over. That time is over. Hi, Elizabeth, whoever you are. I don't remember. Elizabeth. Happy birthday. And so I would say that, you know, the Ace of Wands, or Sword Wands, is the archetypal hand of God coming out of the sky to hand you pretty much everything you want. And there's some kind of really bright future, like literally bright future that is, it's just a glimmer like this. And this is big. So like you Leos out there, whatever you're dreaming about that you would, well, this is a dream of mine, it's on its way. It's like already the glimmer. It's already the light. You just have to do more communicating to get it. So for instance, earlier today, because I dreaded it the whole weekend. I spent the whole weekend I can't believe I'm going to say that to those people, about asking y'all for the help. Like really asking you all to become evangelists for my channel, for the spirit animal work that I do, you know, all of that kind of stuff, so that I can help more people come back to their natural self, to rediscover, remember their natural, who you are naturally, because of all the good that does in a million different ways. And the byproduct of that is that it helps animals, right? Okay, so all that said, there you go. There's some kind of thing that if you're dreaming of it, Leo, you got to get with the program. Okay, moving on. Virgo, this is the Virgo tarot reading for August 9th, 2021. Now, isn't that interesting? The Emperor, the bald eagle, and the Empress came out pretty close together. I would pay attention to that. Both of you signs. Gemini, I would pay attention to that, and Virgo, I would pay attention to the other, like the counterpart to this. So when you're talking about the Emperor and you're talking about this for Virgo, wow. Okay, Virgo. Triple Virgo, Stephine, how do you ever make a decision? You analyze stuff so much. Lisa, this, wow. Okay, I don't know where you're at in your business or what you're doing right now, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Normally, there comes out something for Virgo, for your zodiac sign, especially in tarot, readings or whatever, to move along. You're taking too long to analyze something. Like, you've analyzed it till it vaporized. However, that's got to be why Virgo should pay attention to Gemini and Gemini should pay attention to Virgo, because actually what Emperor is telling you is, don't run out there willy-nilly before you actually do your analyzation. But this analyzation has got to be done by consulting with your counsel. Now, that can be a counsel on the other side. It can be counsel here. It can be a combination of both. But whatever it is that's biggest on your heart and your mind, it needs to take further taking a look at. When you talk about eagle as a spirit totem power animal, I mean, I'm an American, so sorry, y'all. That was Georgie fussing at a squirrel. I've never heard that sound out of him before. It sounded like aliens were invading his body. Okay. So, one of these days, you know what? I'm going to ask my friends at Mystic Jungle what you just said about Gemini listening to Virgo. Holy, I think you mean holy shit, Lily. Okay. Well, I don't know. I just tell what they tell me to tell y'all. Okay. So, okay, let me go back to this. So, yeah, I'm biased. I'm an American, so I'm all about the eagle, right? It's the symbol of our country. But even if it weren't, eagles are birds of prey. They are no joke. They are fearless. They don't play. They just don't play. Virgo, you are being called upon. An emperor will, a good emperor will seek the advice of counsel. An eagle will seek their own advice based on the counsel of nature. And what I mean by that is, no animal unless they're in a panic. Horses can get in a panic pretty quick. Cats can certainly get in a panic pretty quick. Most animals, their first instinct is to flight, to move away. They are none of them afraid of standing up and fighting, but their first instinct is to get away from danger. I don't see any danger for you, Virgo, but I do see that you are at critical mass about something. You're at a crossroads. Actually, you're at a 3 roads or 4 roads or 5 roads. And you've got to choose the path. You're being asked to really do what animals do, but in particular, thank you, Raven. Thank you for the donation. That is very kind. You're being asked to stand there for a minute and do what eagle would do, which is look every way, up, down, all around, turn your head, really see things for what they are, because you've got one shot. Whatever this thing is, you've got one shot. And when you dive in there, when you torpedo in there, you better come in like a wrecking ball. Now, I don't mean you have to wreak havoc or knock the place apart, but you better aim true, fly towards what you want, and snatch that up with your talons. Like, I had a client one time. Oh my God, they wanted this job so badly. Actually, they were very in alignment with Hawk, this client. So I walked them through a visualization with guided imagery, and I asked them to see themselves as the hawk going into the office, into the boss, having a conversation with the boss, the interviewer, and then I think, we even left HR out of it. We just went to the boss, and there was paperwork laying there, and on one of the papers, it was, I'm choosing so-and-so person for this job, and then that paper would have been handed to HR. I told them to reach out with their talons, grab that paper, take their beak, dip it in ink, and write their own name on that contract, and then take their talons and put it back on the boss's desk. This client thought I'd lost my mind, but it's not my mind. I did what the animals told me, but she did it. She said, I never felt so dumb in my life. She said, until I really connected with Eagle. She said, then I never felt so powerful in my life. And don't you know, she got that job, even though the job requirement called for somebody that had a master's, and she doesn't have a master's. She was in the process of getting her master's, but she didn't at that time have a master's. So there's something about that, Virgo. Okay, I'm moving on real quick. Libra, this is your tarot reading for August 2021. I don't want to slight Libra for your tarot reading this week, but it is blatantly obvious. Leo, you're all about, Libra, your zodiac sign is all about balance, and y'all would rather step on your mom's spine than be in conflict with anything or anybody. It's not your thing. You love peace. There's the dove. So two things are at work here. Libra, you're being called to bring balance and peace to the entire environment around you, because you're going to lead by example. I don't know what that means exactly, but you're going to lead by example. And that there truly is peace surrounding you at this time. Meaning, if you are a Libra and you're feeling not peaceful, White Dove is trying to get to you to help bring you that sense of, okay, everything's fine. And it's not, I don't hear that I don't hear that you need to be reassured that everything's fine so much as you need to be reassured, I've got this. It's like I feel things slipping out of your control, slipping out. And it's not going to do that. It will come to balance. It won't start. Whatever it is not going to continue slipping out of your hands. There will come a point where you reach out, grab it. I've got it. And I see you holding a document that's almost like a sacred document, a sacred scroll. This could be anything. It could be a contract of some kind. It could be a will. Libras, I feel like those of you out there, those of you that are Libras or have Libra in a significant place, there's something about legal paperwork that it's going to be okay. It's like the next time you reach out to snatch it, you're going to go, winner, got it? Okay. And if you're having trouble, ask White Dove to help you. Okay. Moving on. Scorpio. This is the Scorpio tarot reading for August 9th, 2021. Okay. Sheila, whose husband recently passed away? Okay. Hummingbird, Four of Wands. So when I read for Scorpios, I have to step outside of myself and make sure that the reading is for the collective. Y'all. Okay, listen. This is nutsola. You want to talk about synchronicities? Holy guacamole. So if you don't know me, I am addicted to cooking shows. Addicted. Especially cooking competitions. I don't know why. I don't cook. I'm not ever going to cook. Yet I love them. They amaze me. Last night I couldn't fall asleep, and I found a show on Hulu called The Great Chocolate Baker of All Time, blah blah blah. It's a Canadian production. It's really well done. And the first girl to get eliminated in the second season did cupcakes. Like it was nuts because all of the bakers were given an assignment that their baked good had to show what animal was most special to them, and then they had to tell the story behind it. So this one girl did these cupcakes, and she did tempered chocolate, which she molded into the shape of hummingbirds. Not really three-dimensional, kind of flat, but her sculpting work was okay. And she did them in white chocolate, and there just wasn't so much. It was a cupcake, y'all. I could have bought some at Publix, bought some tempered chocolate, did that myself, and gone, I'm on a baking show. Nice girl. I'm not denigrating her. I'm just saying, not so much. And she was the first one to get eliminated, and I couldn't understand why I was so fascinated with the hummingbird figurines that she did, because I'm telling you, they weren't all that at all. But I just kept thinking about the hummingbird. And one of the things she said was she loves hummingbird because they're always learning new songs. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that about hummingbirds. So I looked it up and went, sure enough. And it's cool. Scorpios, I'm telling you, for your tarot reading today, you got to start to learn new songs. You can't be a one-trick pony. And she played it safe. Everybody else is making this and that and the other, and sugar statues that stand on their head and spit wooden nickels and, all that kind of thing. And she goes up there with some literally plain old cupcakes and a hummingbird thing shoved in the top of them. She played it too safe, and they booted her. Whatever this is that you're thinking about, should I, shouldn't I, and even something inside of yourself, you're playing it too safe, and you have got to learn new songs. You've got to learn new ways of doing and being, and you've got to learn it. Or it's not that you're going to get left in the dust. You're actually going to go backwards. No problem, Dawn. I hope it helps your date night. Oh my God, I'm a yenta now. I'm a yenta. Hey, Lisa, that's not how this works. Lisa Snyder's giving me advice and a reading. I love you. I welcome anything from y'all, especially you, Lisa. Yes, I know. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's a big deal, y'all. So, okay, there you have it. Scorpios. All right, moving on. Oh, snappity dap. Okay, Sagittarius. Be the wheel of fortune. Lisa Snyder, I've never met you, but you strike me as being pretty tiny. If you can drag my big old carcass to anything, I salute you. It is such a happy card. Okay, Sagittarius, I just love that you got Wheel of Fortune, because luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Okay, here's the thing about a Wheel of Fortune. It's a karmic thing, which is why B really, really, really wanted to be the Wheel of Fortune. First of all, just everything that bees give us, which is everything. Meaning, scientists predict that if bees really do go extinct, although great strides have been made in the last few years, they're still endangered, as far as I know. You're 5'9" and sturdy German descent. Holy God. Okay. All right. We'll wrestle for it. We'll arm wrestle for it, Lisa. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune is about karmic events. And what that means is scientists predict that if we really are stupid enough to let bees go extinct, It will collapse humanity. Literally collapse humanity, because who's going to pollinate the food? Okay. And even if we were trying to pivot and go totally hydroponic, are you joking me? That makes no sense, because horses have to eat and cows have to eat and pigs have, I mean, come on, y'all. Okay. The world will collapse. Now, what I'm being told is I would really invite you, Sagittarius, to take a look at the karma that you're about to create. You're aiming at something. You're aiming at something. I'm very drawn to the stinger on bees. And bees don't know any better. So when they sting you, it's out of fear. It's protecting whatever they're protecting. They don't know that you likely don't mean them harm. There are other people that mean them harm, but you probably don't, but they do it anyway. And so, you know, Sagittarius, what I'm seeing is that you can get so focused on your goal, on what you want to hit as a bullseye, that you don't see. It's almost a be careful what you wish for thing. It's a be careful what you wish for, because whatever you're aiming at, you're going to hit, but what are you going to do with it when you hit it? I don't know that that's going to be so great for you. Also, hey, Sagittarians, tell me in the chat, exactly, Don, exactly. Okay, so tell me in the chat, those of you that are Sagittarius or have it in your rising sign, or you know it, you know, or any place else in your chart, but or know somebody that's Sag that could use this. Sorry, curious artist. You bring up a really good point, and I really appreciate you doing that. So, and welcome, by the way. So, curious artist writes, I'm not a Sag, but I did name my art business Hive Mind Creation Be Courageous. Hive Mind Creation, Be Courageous, Be Inspiration, Be Art. So even if Sag is not important to you, the spirit animal is, because even though I'm doing the Zodiac Tarot readings at the moment, it's still all founded in animals, right? So if an animal has been like a thing to you and it happens to come up, I don't care if you're like an Aries and it comes up for Pisces, that animal is for you, just so you know. Okay. So yeah, something about Sagittarians and being careful what you're aiming for, because whatever this thing is, it's a big karmic thing for you. I would really encourage you to reach deep, deep, deep in your soul, deep, 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 deep into your spirit, and decide if what you're aiming for is the best thing for you to do. Do you go to this flower, or do you go to this flower? Which one of them has the pesticides on it? So, yeah, I'm a Sag and writing a book. I just saw a bee and a white butterfly. Okay. So Lillian Banks, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, this is for everybody, but it is for sure for Lillian. When I was on vacation, again, I just spent the whole time in theta state. It was like one big long meditation in the middle of all this property. I didn't question what my message was, why I do what I do, but I was told I'm not doing enough of it. And that every single thing that I put out, which I already knew, only put it out if I would put my life under it, meaning that I would bet the farm on it. Because the words that are spoken have power. The actions that are done have power. Like, I talk about that stuff all the time, but sometimes you need a reset. You can get so focused on business or so focused on something that you lose sight of what your words are about, of what the deeper meaning is. So Lillian, as you're writing this book, I'm being told to have you do a reset. Don't rewrite it. I'm just saying, take a look at the material you have now. Consider what you want the goal to be. What's the message you want to get out? And remember, it's about the message, not the messenger. I say that because of this. This is my favorite thing. When people tell me they can't do something, I'm like, really? Why that? And they'll all have an excuse. I'm not a regular YouTuber. I'm a middle-aged lady. Looks like everybody's grandma from Boca. You know, most YouTubers, I think I've talked about this before, they're either like society's version of model gorgeous, or they're super quirky, or they're just so dang good at what they do. It wouldn't matter if they had 3 heads and purple polka dots all over them. But people want to hear what the animals have to say. They show up for me because right now I'm the conduit. Over time, I hope many, many people are the conduit. I'm putting together a certification class for working with animals in the ark. That's a long story, but most people don't do class like this. If you pay your money, they'll give you a certificate that you attended and tell you you're now certified. I absolutely will not do that. No, I will not. That is disrespectful in my eyes to the animal kingdom, and I won't do it. You don't get a certification until you're certified. That's it. Not certifiable, but certified. That's what I'm talking about. It's, oh, thank you, spirit guides. Integrity. Dang, let me move on. I've even forgotten your name now that I was Lillian. Okay. Oh, excellent. Yeah, integrity. Stick to your integrity. Okay. I'm sorry, Shelly. I'm sorry y'all broke up. That's a bummer. Okay, let me move on, y'all. Okay, Capricorn. Cappies, the death card, the Scorpio moth. Here's why I love this for you, Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, sorry. So it's the Capricorn Tarot. For those of you, the Capricorn Tarot energy, Capricorn Tarot reading for August 9th, 2021. And when I take a look at what the death card means for Capricorns, you know, you're always so much in the trudge. I've got to be the good person. I got to get it done. Somebody's got to do it. It's always this, it's always that. Okay. But there is a big change that you're being asked to go through. Oh, it's really beautiful. So I'm seeing, yeah, Stefine, I've seen her on Facebook. She's been pinging me on Facebook. She's okay. I'm looking for Taw Red. If anybody's seen Taw Red, I'd really, really, really like to know where Taw Red is. Okay. So, when I'm, you know, Scorpio moths are absolutely the most, they're so beautiful. I mean, they make even the most beautiful butterfly look like, you know, I don't know, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. But I keep seeing a Luna moth, the really big Luna moths. And I feel like Capricorns, you might be going through a bit of a dark night of the soul, you Cappies that are on here. And huh. I don't remember that, Tanya. But okay. So what I'm saying is that I feel like, you know, Capricorn will not necessarily acknowledge that they're going through or have been through a dark night of the soul, because they just go through everything in stride. They take it on the chin. They, you know, but you are, and it's okay. But you've got to see if you can flip the nighttime terrors, like the night terrors, into communicating with the moon, communicating with lunar, that's it, communicating with lunar energy. Now, let me also say this, Capricorn, I'm led to tell you this. I feel like if you are a Capricorn, Emily, you had a Luna moth on your front porch? Where do you live? My Lord, I want to come there. Okay. So, when I was at the farm, I
I started having night terrors the first night I was there. Me and my sister, and then our other friend who's a sister named Glenda. We were in Kansas with a person honestly named Glenda. We slept in what was the boys' room, and this family had like 8 kids, so this room was enormous, and there were 4 beds, plenty of space, and a pool table. It was unbelievable. And I chose the bed I was sleeping in. I had horrible night terrors, like not bad dreams, not nightmares, night terrors. So I didn't say anything to anybody for a few days, and finally I pulled my friend aside and I went, look, who slept in that bed? Which was the brother that slept in that bed? She told me, and I was like, I just don't feel like it fits them. And then she said, well, I said, these dreams are all about always going to war. I'm always in a horrible war situation in the military with another person, and we're going in, and we're going in hard, and like everything rests on our shoulders. It's terrifying. And she said, well, during the hunting season, ugh, but it's a farm. You got to do what you got to do. They have for years, I guess decades, had people that are coming out for season stay at their house because it's ginormous. And apparently there's one fellow that's been coming for a couple, maybe a decade and a half, and he was special ops in the military, and he does indeed have extreme PTSD, and he does indeed have night terrors. And when he starts to have them, he simply gets up, he pitches a tent in the middle of all this land, and he just stays away from everybody. I wish I'd have known. No one told me, but that was it, man. I was meeting this fella in the dreams time. And where I'm going with this is, this dark night of the soul that you're going through, Capricorn, it doesn't have to be that way. You can come out of the darkness almost like blinking your eye. And instead of seeing it as that kind of darkness, see it as connecting with lunar energy. And you can definitely get Luna moth to work with you, and even Cecropia moth, any of the moths. But there you have it. Okay, moving on. Okay, Aquarius. Cricket. Okay, Aquarius, your tarot reading for this week. The spirit totem and power animal is cricket. And I'm thinking, what does that mean for you? Huh. That's cool. This is like the simplest message ever. And that is this. Whatever you're dreaming, whatever you're envisioning, whatever your vision is, cricket, in the Asian cultures, crickets are a huge sign of good luck and good fortune. And I feel like it's super important for you to know. It's super important for you to know that it's time. It's your turn. And whatever this is you're dreaming of, it's right in front of you, literally like a fairy tale, literally like a Disney movie, but it's true. And that I'm being told something about Aquarians. You are, you've got to get in the sun. There's something about you all in vitamin D that's not going well. You've got to be able to get out in the sun, not the light. Don't turn on more lights in your house or whatever. Get thee to the outdoors and get some sun. Yeah, I love it. Hey, listen, Aquarians out there, you're like Pisces, man. You're the dreamers of dreams. And so it's like I would tell you that just do more of whatever you're doing. And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, that would never come to pass, that couldn't come true, that's pie in the sky or just a dream, not true. Get with program. All right, finally wrapping it up, and thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. Appreciate it. Pisces. Isn't it interesting? Okay, so this is the Pisces tarot reading for August 9th, 2021. Isn't it interesting that 2 animals came for your reading today, and you are the twin fish, upside down, upright, and look at how loving they're being, because that's what prairie dogs are about. But this is one of the ways that they communicate. So it's for those that are Pisces or have Pisces that's in an important place in their chart, or they're thinking about a Pisces, honestly, this is all about love, family and love and communication. And it is it's all about love. And that I'm also really drawn to the, are there Pisces out there who are thinking about getting pregnant, or just found out they got pregnant, or consider something a baby for them? Okay, this is the thing. I keep hearing something about getting pregnant, gestating, and having a baby. And that can mean a human baby, or it can mean like I think of every animal in this deck as my child. I think of my deck as my child. I think of the book, of my websites, of I pretty much think of everything as a baby for me to take care of, but I really am like that. And I never was fortunate enough to have kids, but there's a reason people call me Mama Bear. For anybody that knows me, that has ever seen me go into protective mode of anything or anyone that's important to me. Well, we'll just leave that story for another day, but I don't play at all. There's something about this, whatever this is that you are thinking about, that is coming from a place of love. You've got to communicate it, even if it's only to yourself, and you've got to let it settle in your root chakra, which makes it just, you've got to let this love, this impregnation of whatever this is, root, and then gestate it, and then breathe life into it. Because I'm telling you, that's it. Pisces, there's a bunch of, I know, right, Lisa? There are a bunch of y'all out there that are Pisces that are trying to figure out if this is for you. And it is. It very much is. And it's going to go extremely well and be very long term. I feel like there is something going on with Pisces where you're not feeling so inspired. And this prairie dog energy should be inspiration for you. Look, I mean, does it get more adorable than that? I mean, come on now. But it's about intimate communication. That's it. That's what because they kept showing me the lips and it's about intimate communication. Now that can mean in a love relationship, but it can also mean I have a very intimate relationship with spirit. I mean, y'all, I watch the signs and I listen for them, like I'm a pointer. I'm a dog, just like, where are they? Right? Okay. So that's it. You've got to have intimate communication with yourself, maybe with the world of spirit, with others. I don't know. I mean, let's say you want to buy a house, or you want to get an apartment, or you want this or you want that. Have a dialogue. You're not crazy if you have a dialogue with a house. A house has energy. A house is a living thing. A car is a living thing. A scooter, a moped, a skateboard. It's all a living thing. And the very thing that you want is going to happen. I cannot tell you how strongly I feel that, but you've got to let it take root. You've got to gestate it, and then you've got to give birth at it when the time is right. when the time is right. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I love you all so much. Jules, if you're still with us, sending so much love to you. Just so much love. I don't know. You guys are something else. I mean, really something else. And I'm so grateful to you all every day. So, I will leave you with, please share the video. Pick up your copy of the Arcanimal Tarot and Oracle deck. Get on over to my forums, wildpackwisdom.com/forums. And that's where I'm answering all questions now. And thank you for being patient while I was on vacation. But the most important thing to do today and every day is what? To do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild. Thank you to everybody, especially you, Teapot.